Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about emergency funds and how you can set up one for yourself. First, we need to understand what is the purpose of an emergency fund. An emergency fund is an amount of money that you set aside in the event of an emergency. It acts as a cushion to prevent you from going into debt. Its main purpose is to cover any loss of income such as a retrenchment or any sudden costs such as a hospital visit or a car accident. So how do we set up an emergency fund? So I've came up with 5 simple steps to help you get started. So the first step is to track your monthly expenses and your monthly income. You can track your monthly expenses and income using a phone app, an Excel sheet, or just a piece of paper. One key thing you need to take note is to separate your living expenses from your lifestyle expenses. So basically your expenses should have 2 categories. Your living expenses are expenses such as your rent, your mortgage, your groceries, anything that you need to live on. Your lifestyle expenses are expenses like your movies, your dining out, and your shopping. Basically any sort of expenses that you can live without. The next step is to set aside your emergency savings goal. Your emergency funds should at least cover 3 to 6 months worth of your living expenses. The more stable your income is and your household situation is, the lesser you need to set aside for your emergency funds. But if you are the only source of income for your family, or if you are self-employed, it is best to at least leave 6 months worth of your living expenses for your emergency funds. The third step is to put your emergency funds in an accessible place. The best place for your emergency fund is a liquid account, meaning it can be withdrawn easily and quickly during an emergency. The best option for your emergency funds would be the regular savings account in a bank, because it provides you some returns on your deposit and you can withdraw at any time without any penalty. If you were to consider other options like your Singapore savings bonds, your mutual funds, your unit trusts, your money market funds, be sure to figure out how accessible your money will be during times of emergency. The fourth step is to develop a plan to start saving. Okay, so let's say for example, my goal is to set aside $6,000 worth of emergency funds. My plan could be to set aside $500 per month every month for the next 1 year. The fifth and final step is to stick to your plan. A good way to stay on track is to save automatically. So what you can do is you can set up a systematic transfer from your regular savings account to your different savings account. And one key point to note is to always keep your emergency funds separate from your other account. I hope with these 5 simple steps you are able to set up your emergency funds and prepare yourselves during an emergency. See you guys and have a good day.